The year was 2002. I was a student at Indiana-Purdue University studying philosophy and anthropology. I was divorced with 4 children and in a relationship that was holding on by a thread. On my way to campus one day, I suddenly had tunnel vision. It was like I was looking through a peephole. When I walked across campus, it was as if I were in slow motion. I thought the walls were caving in all around me when I stepped on the elevator. I could not breathe. When I finally arrived at class, my whole body trembled from the inside out. It was bad. I couldn't hold a pen steadily because my hand trembled uncontrollably. That's pretty much how I ended up in therapy the first time. The funny thing about trying to get away from whatever you're running from is that the whole time you're running away, you're so busy looking back to make sure whatever you're running from hasn't caught up to you that you steadily run into new sets of misfortune. I've always been running. I felt consistently tired, tried, angry, disappointed, unprotected, unloved, suicidal, out of control, generally disgusted, and at the end of my rope for most of my 20s through late 40s. I'm 53 now. I wore black back then on purpose. I mourned everything. I mourned what should have been but never was. The past resurfacing was the opening of a can of worms waiting for their chance to escape. Amid a severe bout of self-diagnosed depression, I was forced to look at memories I'd buried on purpose long ago. I patted them down to suppress them. One thing old folks say about pressure is it bursts pipes. One day, the pressure of everything I had tried to forget exploded all around me, and from that moment on, life was a daze. To eyes that didn't know better, I was well put together. Little did they know that I was holding on by a thread that was dangling. My friend, Latoya, encouraged me to seek professional help. She said I needed help with processing my thoughts and feelings. Up until that point, I had never even thought about going to therapy. I never saw therapy as embarrassing. I saw it as a weakness, but I made myself go. I'm a proud woman, so the sign that said psych support real big on the door was a problem for me. I wondered who thought putting the word psych support in large font on the front door real big was a good idea. In my world, no one wants to be seen going through that door. It made no sense at all. I sat in my car willing myself to get out and go through the door. Heavy tears hid behind my eyes as I opened the door. I walked through it, announced myself to the front desk, and was told to have a seat. I sat willing myself to remember to breathe and not to cry. I looked around and noticed something was off. People in the waiting room were rocking, tapping their feet, and